The new Velma show is now being pushed to impossible standards, apparently.
Bruh.
So we know the show sucks. It is granted. One thing for once in the world, Democrats and Republicans can both agree on one thing, that this show officially sucks. Nobody likes it. All the news media are trying to save this garbage, saying the standards for this show is too high and that's why it's
Stop the
failing.
cap.
Even though this is IMDb's third worst show ever made. Well, ever rated, actually.
Bruh.
They don't make anything. They just rate movies. HBO even turned off all the comments on their show trailer down to Rotten Tomato, where right now it sits under 50%, and everybody else, it went down to a super crappy 6%. So, in this episode, we're gonna talk about that these news articles need to stop capping. You ain't fooling nobody, bro.
Bruh.
Nobody likes this. They're making excuses on these news articles. And one of the first excuses is that South Asian, or should I say /Indian community, have been loudly voicing their concerns about this show. So the first thing was that critics are saying that the negative commentary are misguided because Mindy Kaling, the voice actor of Velma and executive producer, is held to an unfair standard. So it has nothing to do that the show sucks. It's because she is such a huge standard because she has to represent the Indian community. But we all know that is cap, sir. That is the nastiest cap ever. Everybody knows it sucks. Even if you're in the woke movement, you don't like this show because they make fun of woke people in this show. And if you know woke people, if you make fun of them once, they want to cancel you. And ironically, that's what they say. Mr. Jordan Peterson said it best. He said, do not follow these people's stuff because you're going to be left into this unrealistic standard that sooner or later they're going to go against you. And it's already happening. And the other side already didn't like it because it was woke garbage to begin with. So here's one of the things they said. She has become a lightning rod of this kind of criticism. So the person that keeps saying this is a professor of Asian American studies. So basically, they're saying that it's because she's Indian. And it's like, you guys gotta stop coping. Like I said, when it comes to the Rotten Tomato score, this article said 50%, but right now it's 46, or it's in the 40s right now, right? So remember, this is the critics. The critics are BSing because they know they gotta play the game, so they usually give a crappy show like an 80%. This is so bad they can't cap that they're keeping it under 50. That's how bad it is. And then the members have been giving it a 6% on the Rotten Tomato score. So nobody likes it. So, I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't know what can save them. So, like, many users are disappointed that the show doesn't have Scooby-Doo. I've said this already. How can you make a Scooby-Doo show with no Scooby-Doo? You know? It's like making a show of Snoop Dogg's family and then Snoop Dogg doesn't appear. It just doesn't happen. It's not good. It's like shows like The Office where the main character left and it's like after that the show was done. It's the same thing. Unlike Mindy, which, I mean, she keeps bringing out crap. Like I said, she had the Mindy project. It was a failure. The only thing she had was The Office, and she wasn't even the main one. She just had good ideas, part to help the show. And it's, at this point, nothing's gonna sell her. So another thing that they're saying it's why it's failing, it's because Velma's body hair, masculine features, and weight were quickly the dominating subject of jokes. So yeah, when it comes to the woke movement, they don't like to admit that weight plays a difference, that you can be healthy in any size and all this stuff. So this makes perfect sense where she makes fun of stuff. And I think what she tried to do was, let's make fun of everybody. But it's like, dude, the woke culture doesn't play that way. You play their ball game, and if you do one thing we dislike you, we disband you. And we just banned you. That's just how they work. So this backfired horribly. So one thing is that, another thing that says that Velma said she tells the truth without a filter. Which that is one of the things. She keeps saying that She just can't help it. She's a bitch. There's a part that she's trying to sell drugs, but she can't do it because she literally goes and tells everybody off. And it's funny because this show is really just Mindy, her real self. She puts herself there. She doesn't make a voice. It's her. It's literally her personality. It's very shitty. And it's like, what do you expect? These people keep giving them shows. What's going to happen is that even though this is a horrible flop, and they said they're already making another season for it, and the shows haven't started yet, and they're all been like horrible, she's still going to get work in a year. And that's just how it is with these shows. You get moved up for failing in Hollywood. That's why it's dying. It makes no damn sense. So Velma said she tells the truth without a filter. Like, oh my God. So Velma's white male crush told her that she was a fashionably challenged loser the students depend on for group projects, and that he'd mistaken her for his housekeeper. So, like, all the jokes are thrown at her, right? Yeah, that didn't go well. So, it's just, man, this thing is just hot garbage. And, I mean, these articles are coming left and right. Another article that recently came out is like, 5 things why this show is still good. And it's like, oh, the cast is so great. It's like, I'm sorry. Nothing's gonna save this thing. It's really not. I mean, like, okay, I just searched right now. This article just came in 12 hours ago, right? It's like, Brown Velma gets hate in Scooby-Doo spinoff, but not for reasons you think. And it's like, it's to the point that even the news, the fake news is turning on her because they're like, damn, dude, this is a sinking ship. We don't want to be in the wrong side here. So here's one tweet, right? One tweet from Bone Daddy. He says, people don't like Velma because they made her brown. And it's obvious. It has nothing to do with the race stuff. If you play the race card, it's because you're lying. It's honest truth. It's been overdone already. No, they don't like it because it's not good. It's not a good show. And Velma just simply sucks. And it's like, facts. And another one, Cham, says, she wrote Velma just like all her other characters. Laugh my ass off. Oh my God, I'm a brown girl and I hate myself for being brown. We're all so ugly. Then just added the most unlikable personality on top. Yes, horrible personality. She talks about she hates herself. She's freaking annoying in the show. And if I was a person, like, I could not... Now, you know what? Now I understand why South Asians hate this. If they made a Salvadorian character and he was just, like, horrible like this, I'd be freaking mad, too. So, another one, Chi Chi says, Velma in this version is a brown... No, Velma in this version is a brown. She is literally just the producer. Mindy Kaling self-insert. Yes, again, she just inserts herself. No quality in there. She literally inserted herself, talks how she talks, shows her racism, which is so funny. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Y'all be playing race card too much, and people are over it. It's 2023. Another one, Khalid. The people with Velma is not the brown washing. The problem is that it's written by a self-hating brown woman who thinks being reactionary is cool and edgy. So redesigns that are reverting Velma back to white are not a flex. You're just telling me you're racist. Worst part about the Velma show is it gives racists an excuse to talk down on racial inclusion. The show isn't bad because now the characters are brown. The show is just really bad. And this might be how we finally unite, sir. This show is so bad that both sides can agree for once. Since elections in 2016, everybody's been ripping each other's head off, down to race, down to culture, down to politics. For once, we can agree. This royally sucks. So, I'll end it as that good note. So, what do y'all guys think? Tell me you ain't some of those people that really think Velma is good, because it's really not. But if you do, let me know. And if you've been this far, bro, give me a like. And if you like the dumbass things I say, bro, subscribe. And that'll be all. Chinmonmon out.